Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike from Wikia. Today we're looking at Starbound. We're going to take a look at the first couple missions you do in the game, which are sort of your tutorial and how you get into it. Got this first mission here, it's called Fish Out of Water. The name of this mission is different depending on which race you choose to play as, but basically it pops up as soon as you load the game. It's basically a simple thing. You're going to open your inventory here, your storage ship locker, which we just walked over to. You're going to mouse over that and press E. And we need to get our matter manipulator, and that's that little purple item. We just clicked on that, and that'll transfer it to our inventory, and once we do that, the mission's actually complete, but you're going to want to grab all the rest of the stuff out of the storage container as well. We've got a wheat seed here, which we can use to plant on the planet once we land. You can use that to farm food. You can also hunt animals and eat them if you would like. You do have a hunger meter in this game, so it's important to always have some something to nosh on hand. So we're going to grab the rest of the stuff out of this inventory here. I believe we also have a flashlight and a torch. If you're from the UK, that might be confusing, but they're different things in this game. So yeah, we're going to put those in the inventory, and that's actually going to complete the quest here for us. Once we close the menu, it'll let us know. There we go. Our next mission, it's going to be right here, shop class. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to go down to the planet and make a crafting table, a wooden crafting table. This is going to allow us to create more advanced things than we might be able to otherwise. This is the rest of your ship here. You can actually set this to your home if you like. We have this sword. I'm not sure if the name of this sword is different for the other races. I think it might be, but you'll want to equip this because there's a good chance you're going to run into some hostile characters down here on the planet, and you don't want to go in unarmed. So yeah, once you're ready to go down to the planet, we can head over to the teleporter on the left here, mouse over it and press E, and warp to planet. And there we go. So yeah, the planet you land on is going to be randomly generated. It may not look anything like this. It may look a lot like this. But basically, it's going to be the same idea in that you're going to want to chop down some trees. Since you don't have an axe quite yet, we're going to use the matter manipulator. The matter manipulator basically does everything you want to do, just very slowly. Like, you'll notice how long it takes us to chop down the tree here. It'll take a quarter of this time once we actually make an axe. So, yeah, you just basically hold down the button and a little ray goes out here. You also use the matter manipulator to pick up items that you've already placed. So once you make that crafting table, if you want to move it, just hit it with the matter manipulator for a little bit and you'll be able to pick it up and remove it or replace it to somewhere else. So we have 33 unrefined wood and 3 strange seeds from that tree. The strange seeds will let you plant trees on other places of the planet, while the unrefined wood is what we're going to turn into wood planks so that we can make the wooden crafting table that the quest wants us to. Timber. Okay. We should have more than enough now to make the wooden crafting table. So if you press the C button, that's going to bring up your basic crafting thing here. And this is crafting you do by hand without any kind of tools. You can't do a lot with this, so that's why we need to make these tool tables. We're going to convert the raw wood into wood planks. You'll find that option here in crafting. Generally, you don't need raw wood for much of anything, so we're just going to go ahead and convert all the wood, unrefined wood, into the wood planks. And then we're going to use those wood planks to make our wooden crafting table. Highlight that, click craft at the bottom, and the quest is complete. So this will actually give us our next quest, which is food fight. So this is going to teach us how to hunt and get some meat so that we don't starve to death. In the meantime, though, we're actually going to go place that crafting table down here on the ground because we'll need that to make a bow and arrow so that we can actually hunt things. You need to put the thing on a flat surface. It's highlighted red here, which means you can't place it, so you'll need to make a little flat spot in order to set this crafting table down. How do you do that? You use the matter manipulator, and you shoot the dirt block here, and we've got a nice little flat surface to drop our crafting table on. So we'll go into our inventory with the I key, and drop that down there. Okay, now we mouse over that, stand there, press E. That'll bring up the crafting table. Now this is slightly more advanced crafting, so you can make more elaborate things than just what you can make with your bare hands here. And if we look in here, we'll find the recipe for the hunting bow. We're going to need 1 plant fiber and 10 unrefined wood. Also, if you want to find a crafting or a recipe, you can just go down to the search box where the magnifying glass is and type in the name of what you're looking for. So we'll need 10 unrefined wood, so I probably shouldn't have converted all those unrefined woods into wood planks, but hey. In the meantime, we're going to be looking for some plant fibers. The plant fibers are vines. You're going to find the vines hanging out from certain caves. But this is the sort of the point where you're going to start exploring around here. We've got these, this is like a little item chest, these little futuristic looking capsules here. If you whack those, you'll be able to get some free pixels, which is the game's currency. This is me getting beaten up by some Bulbasaurs with evil skulls. That's what I'm going to call these guys. They're hostile. You're going to find other randomly generated animals on your planet. They may or may not be hostile. These guys certainly are. So you're going to go ahead and whack away with your sword here. We'll be able to build better weapons later, but in the meantime, you're just going to want to use the default sword the game gives you here. Watch me miss this guy a few more times. There he goes. Alright, and this purple vine over here is where you're going to get your fiber. This is used for two things. One, we're going to make the bow and arrow with it, and two, these vines can be used to make bandages, which is the primary way of healing yourself early in the game. So it's always good to grab these as soon as you find them. And again, we're using the matter manipulator here to separate the vine from the top of the cave here. Almost there. There it goes. Also be careful, if one of your caves has green water on your planet, that means the water is poisoned. So if you jump into that, you will be poisoned and you're going to lose your health. So we're going to get that unrefined wood right here. I'm going to chop this tree down. Notice that fish in the water there. He looks like he's a predator, which is why he jumped at us when he got in there. So you want to make a mental note of what animals on which planet are likely to rip your head off and which aren't. There goes the tree. We've got some more wood and a few more strange seeds. So we have everything we need to make our bow and arrow now, so we're going to head back to our crafting table where we can cook that up. In the meantime, though, we're going to grab this little piece of coal here in the dirt. We're going to need this for a later mission, so planning ahead. Yeah, if you look on the right of the screen here, you'll see these orange and black pockets. Those are actually minerals that we're going to mine later. But mining with the matter manipulator can be a little boring, so we're going to wait until we get a pickaxe to do that. We're going to make our way back to the crafting table here. Actually, we're going to pick up these capsules first, I believe. Or not. The Kangaskhan guy you can see is friendly. He's not attacking us. He'll jump around, but he actually won't hurt you unless you attack him. So that means we're likely to farm him for some easy eats, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to open the crafting table. We're going to make the hunting bow with the plant fibers and the unrefined wood that we got. And now we have it. But the mission is to actually get some raw alien meat, which we're going to need to do by attacking a monster and killing it with the hunting bow. If you kill an enemy with the sword, they actually won't drop the meat. So you need to kill them with the hunting bow. You can do this by sort of softening them up first with the sword and then killing them with the bow, or you can just shoot them straight with the bow. This enemy to the right here is not very strong, so it's not a lot to worry about. So we're going to equip that, and as with most games, you're going to hold down the left click button to draw your bowstring back, and then you're going to let go to shoot. There we go. Just missed him. And you're going to want to aim a little bit above your target, because as you can see, the arrow arcs down pretty quickly. So he is now going to want to kill us because we shot him in the face with an arrow. I don't blame him. And there he goes. And you'll see he's dropped a little chunk of alien meat steak there. But we can't eat the raw alien meat, so we're going to cook it, and that's going to require a campfire. And the campfire is going to need that charcoal that we mined earlier and some unrefined wood. So using those two items, we'll craft a little campfire, and we'll put it by our crafting table here. There we go. Now the campfire is also useful because when it gets to nightfall, you're going to actually start losing body heat. So you need a source of fire to keep you from freezing to death. So this will serve several purposes for us. And then we we interact with the campfire, put the meat in that little box there, and then click cook, and that'll cook the meat for us. And that's that mission. We got 10 pixels for that. And now the next mission it's going to give us is out of the frying pan. So now we're going to craft a furnace. This is when you're going to need a campfire, a cobblestone, and some coal. So this one is actually a little more complicated. This one is also going to require a lot of mining, and the mining resources on your planet are generally located in lots and lots of different places. We're going to go look at the ingredient for the furnace, I believe. Actually, we're going to make a stone pickaxe, I believe. Yeah. The stone pickaxe is, you're really going to want to make this because you're going to need to do a lot of mining, and the mining is really boring and long to do with the matter manipulator. And you don't really need a whole lot of resources to make the stone pickaxe. You're just going to go get some cobblestones, so we'll go do that once we have gotten this evil Bulbasaur out of our way. Yeah, okay. It's looking good, it's looking good. Can we get out of here without getting hit? Can I perfect this guy? I am a champion. He does some pixels for us. Yeah, as you noticed, he didn't drop any meat because we killed him with the sword as opposed to the bow and arrow. So yeah, we're going to grab these cobblestones here so that we can make the stone pickaxe, so that when we have to mine our items, it won't take as horribly long as it will with the matter manipulator. And as you can see, it's fading into nighttime here, which will be our first night. Nighttime on the planet is, as you would imagine, more dangerous. You're going to start freezing to death if you're away from fire, and a lot more aggressive enemies tend to spawn at night. So this is why people are going to build a house or some sort of shelter, or, you know, at least be prepared to fight back. I think we need something like 20 cobblestones. You'll see there that there's a meter now at the bottom of the screen, and that's our heat meter, and it's now pointing to the left because the sun's down, so we're going to gradually start losing our body heat here. I believe that's all the cobblestone we need to make the stone pickaxe. So let's go back to the crafting table and cook one of those up. The stone hoe is for farming. You're going to want the stone pickaxe. And once we've crafted that, we will now be able to, instead of mining one like sort of pixel or like block at a time, I believe we'll be able to do about 6, which will definitely increase the speed at which we can do this. So I'm just doing some basic inventory cleaning out here. We've got a hotbar at the top here that you can just drag items from your inventory to, so you can pull them up a lot faster than having to jump into your inventory every time. And if you guys remember, there was some ore to the right, and that's generally where we're going to head first. But in the meantime, you'll have to sort of explore your own planet to find where the pockets of minerals are for you. They're not going to be the same. A lot of them are going to be deeper, and you're kind of going to need to look at the difference between copper, iron, and charcoal. Copper is kind of a silver and red thing. Copper is orange. Iron is a sort of a rusty silver red. I'm probably going to get killed here. These guys look pretty tough, so I'm going to bounce out of this one. But yeah, basically to complete this mission, you're going to need to go get some ore. Now that you have the stone pickaxe, it'll go a lot faster. So go around and explore your planet. And once you get that ore, head back and we'll finish the furnace in our next video. Thanks, guys.